Hello, fellow Dirty Dozen enthusiasts. If you're anything like me, you consider the 1967 edition of The Dirty Dozen to be one of the greatest movies of all time. Today, I thought it would be a wonderful idea to take a nostalgic trip back to the 60s. Picture us sitting around a campfire, rewatching the movie, discussing where the actors are now, and how they've changed from their heydays on the set. So, grab a chair and join me on this journey. Let's dive in. Major John Reisman. The character of Major John Reisman was played by the iconic actor Lee Marvin. He was 43 years old when filming began in 1967. Tragically, he passed away on August 29, 1987, at the age of 63 in Tucson, Arizona, USA. His performance in The Dirty Dozen remains one of his most recognized roles, and he continues to be remembered fondly by fans of the film.
This one, none of us will ever play the violin again. Because up until now, it's all been a game. But as of tomorrow night, it's going to be the real thing. And if you want to know how real, I'll tell you.
Was this a kind of a defense with you, really, acting tough?
Well, it's acting out. It saves me from getting locked up or spending a lot of time in gaol.
Pedro Jimenez. The character of Pedro Jimenez was brought to life by Trini Lopez. He was 30 years old during filming in 1967. Sadly, he passed away on August 11, 2020, at the age of 83 in Palm Springs, California, USA. His performance in The Dirty Dozen is still cherished by fans of the movie.
I didn't meet him for another 2-3 years. So by the time I met him, he was already gone from this house.
From that house.
Joseph Ladislaw Charles Bronson took on the role of Joseph Ladislaw when he was 46 years old. He left us on August 30th, 2003, at the age of 81 in Los Angeles, California, USA. Bronson's portrayal of Ladislaw was deeply appreciated, making the character a fan favorite.
Downstairs?
Yeah?
I couldn't understand the word they said.
Just act mean and grunt, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, room 11.
In my hometown, a few other boys and myself, we robbed the company store. Took a freight train and we got caught about 300 miles away.
General Sam Worden. The character of General Sam Worden was played by the legendary Ernest Borgnine. He was 50 years old at the time of filming in 1967. Regrettably, he passed away on July 8, 2012, at the age of 95 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Go for this behind-the-lines nonsense. As far as I'm concerned, a soldier's job is to wear his uniform and kill the enemy. But that's another matter.
You know, as kids, we used to play cowboys and Indians. I want to be the cowboy, quick, you know. But those days are gone forever. Kids don't know what.
Major Max Armbruster George Kennedy played the role of Major Max Armbruster. He was 42 years old during filming in 1967 and, sadly, passed away on February 28, 2016, at the age of 91 in Middleton, Idaho, USA. His performance in The Dirty Dozen is still recognized as a significant part of his acting career.
Usually with the benefit of female companionship. Eliminating a sufficient number of senior officers couldn't help but have the effect of disrupting their chain.
Late that night, still transfixed by the cobra in command of the TV, I started writing a book.
Archer J. Maggot was portrayed by Telly Savalas. He was 47 years old during filming in 1967. Unfortunately, he passed away on January 22, 1994, at the age of 72 in Universal City, California, USA. Savalas's performance in The Dirty Dozen is still highly regarded.
It's mine.
Vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. Paul to the Romans, chapter 12.
No, I feel terrible. Yeah, people say when they give up the fags or the cigars that they will feel better. That hasn't been the case, has it?
Not with me, it hasn't.
Vernon L. Pinkley. The role of Vernon L. Pinkley was played by Donald Sutherland. He was 32 years old at the time of filming. Today, he is 87 and continues to enjoy life. remembering his time on The Dirty Dozen as a rewarding experience.
What's your name, soldier?
Number 2, sir.
The need that the boy has for him, and he fulfills it. He teaches him. He takes him on journeys. They look into
Victor R. Franco was played by John Cassavetes. He was 38 years old during filming in 1967 and sadly passed away on February 3, 1989, at the age of 59 in Los Angeles, California, USA. His portrayal of Franco is still appreciated by fans of the film.
Franco's pain bothers the major, man. You were a big man with a syndicate back in Chicago? You see my record?
I really enjoyed it. You know, when you make a film, you look for a response. We made a film that seemed to be quite...
Milo Vladik Tom Busby played the role of Milo Vladik. He was 31 years old when filming began in 1967. Regrettably, he passed away on September 20th, 2003, at the age of 66 in Glasgow, Scotland.
Hey, serve it up.
What is it?
I don't know. I never ate anything like this before. I stepped in it a couple of times, but I never ate it.
Colonel Everett Dasher Breed Robert Ryan portrayed Colonel Everett Dasher Breed. He was 58 years old during filming in 1967 and sadly passed away on July 11, 1973, at the age of 63 in New York City, USA.
No, sir!
No, sir, what?
No, sir! I am not going to shave, sir!
Then we'll have to do it the hard way.
Meeker was also in the 1967 war film, a military psychologist who attempts to analyze the men. He was 47 years old. Sadly, he died in 1988 at the age of 67.
Built-in resentment against any kind of authority. Any kind.
Don't you?
But this is different. These guys think the United States Army is their enemy, not the Germans.
Richard Jekyll played Sergeant Bowron. He was 41 years old, and unfortunately, he died at the age of 70 in 1997.
You check his head, I'll get his feet.
Now let's see what they can do with a little close order.
Yes, sir.
What? And cut!
As we wrap up our nostalgic journey, let's remember the contributions these amazing actors made to The Dirty Dozen. Their performances brought a unique blend of action, drama, and humor that continues to captivate audiences today. While some of them are no longer with us, their legacies continue to live on through this timeless classic.